I am going to do this YouTube thing. I'm promising myself. I am going to do it. And the thing that's going to help me accomplish doing YouTube and all of my other goals that I have this year is my bullet journal. I have decided to use a bullet journal for my planning system this year. And this year I gave myself a trial round. Let me find it. A little trial round bullet journal. This was like $8. It's a cardboard fronted moleskin, and I used it during parts of last year to help me with planning, and it was okay. I felt like I had used this enough that it was time that I asked Santa for a special gift. So this Christmas / Hanukkah, Santa got me a real-life Leuchtturm journal. I am super excited about it. I put it on my Amazon wish list, not knowing that I was putting on the giant Master Leuchtturm. It's an A4, and I didn't really know what A4 meant. Now I do. This is the Master, not the Master Slim, dotted Leuchtturm. And I am really excited about it. I actually, now that I've used it a little bit, can't imagine trying to plan the same way in a smaller notebook. So mostly all I want to do with this video is walk you through how I started using this journal for 2017. So here is my bullet journal. Just to compare again, I wanted to show you what my first journal from last year looked like. So small, right? This notebook is about the size, I believe, don't quote me, but I believe that this notebook is about the size of your kind of standard A5 Leuchtturm, and my husband ordered the A4 for me, and it is significantly bigger, which I actually didn't know before ordering. Let's hop on in. One of the front pages has a little, if lost, please contact Allie, and then it has my information, but because my info's on it, we're going to go ahead and skip it, and we're going to skip right to the table of contents. I just started using this notebook, and right now I am loving the table of contents. There's plenty of space. I imagine that it'll take me all the way through the notebook, if not more. On the next page, I have the beginning page. On the next page, I have the start of my quarterly planning and my future log. I decided to do quarterly planning mostly because it helps me break up the goals that I have and make them a little bit more manageable, and I'll show you my goals in a second. But basically what we have is every month drawn out. The labels are here, April, May, and June, and the big events that happen during that month, so that quickly, at a glance, if someone asks me if I'm available for something on May 14th, I can tell them, nope, it looks like I have a family birthday that day. I won't be able to attend. So it's just a quick way to plan in advance. Now back to my first quarter, right down here, you'll see quarterly goals. And I'm covering some of them up because I haven't actually detail read what I put down, and, extra safe. But at the bottom of each quarter, I plan on having specific goals for those 3 months so that I can figure out, how to finally reach my big goals by the end of the year. And my goals are split up into 6 sections, and each of the sections is labeled down here. Health, self-development, marriage, home, friends and family, and professional development. All right, and here are my 2017 goals. I'm just using the eraser to cover something a little bit more private, but basically I tried to think of general goals. I want to focus on health, my marriage, self-development, growing as a person, working on my home, some professional goals, and goals for my family and friends. Not goals for them, but goals about how I treat my family and friends and how often I see them, that kind of thing. And then I was able to think of things that I really want to focus on within each category. It is no secret to my family, friends, coworkers, or anyone that my husband and I are trying to have a baby. So that is definitely, you can see that throughout a couple different categories. But basically, I wrote my big goals for 2017, and then throughout my quarterly plans, I split up the goals into smaller, more manageable chunks to lead us to, the big goal, like getting out of debt or getting back on YouTube or, some of my professional goals. I just tilted my bullet journal so you could get a better look at my January monthly spread. This is where I'm going to do all of my detailed planning. Timelines for events, small things like dances, meetings, grocery shopping, all of that is going to go on here. At the top of my January, you can also see where I wrote goals. These are the same 6 categories that I had for my yearly goals and that I had for my quarterly goals. And it gives me something specific to work on for this month. So, for example, for health, I'm hoping to use my tracker and my Fitbit daily. For marriage, I hope we have 2 dates and we try to make a baby. For self-development, I'm hoping to post 4 YouTube videos, this one being one of them. For home, I am trying to figure out this thing with a health reimbursement from an old company that I worked with, so I'm going to work on that this month. For friends and family, I need to write my wedding thank you cards from 6 months ago. I am the worst bride. And then professional development is I have to work on grading and putting together a grading plan so that it's done faster, basically. Down here on the other side of the page, we have my monthly habit tracker. I am tracking habits within my goal areas. So for health, I have all of these things that I feel like make up a healthy lifestyle, and I'm tracking all of them within my health area. Similarly, I have goals for the home that go with the home area, personal development, marriage, friends and family, and professional. As I do them, I check off what I'm doing under each day of the month. I like the idea of having this. I even have a section where I can add more things that I would like to track. It seems a little bit obsessive, but I'd rather start obsessive and then lighten up than start light because I am lazy. I'm not even really sure if you can see this page because it's all in pencil, but this is just a quick week at a glance. So I have the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and I have a short to-do list. The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, etc. eventually will all have a timeline of my day on this side also. But today's a weekend day, and I figured I didn't really need a timeline, so this is what I have for today. I have a baby shower I'm planning, so there's things that I have to do here. I have some grading to do and a couple of other to-do list items. The last page I have in my notebook is this YouTube brainstorm. I am really trying to make YouTube happen this year, and the goal is to get a lot of these videos started soon. So that is what I have last in my notebook for today. One of the things that I think is a must is a set of black pens. I say a set because sometimes you want a thick line and sometimes you want a thin line, medium line, you name it. What I have found to be really great is this Faber-Castell Pitt markers. There are 4 of them in different weights, and I wonder if that will, do you autofocus, little camera? No. Okay, I'll insert a little clip of these. But you have 4 different weights of pens, and I really liked it for my little notebook when I wasn't using a huge variety of supplies. So I would definitely say that these are great for starting out, just because you can do a lot with them. The next set of pens is the, what do you call this? The Staedtler fine liners. These have been amazing. I am a 6th grade teacher, so I've also used the pens a lot for work. They stay in, literally this entire thing stays in my purse. I use them a ton with my little notebook, but not as much now that I have my larger notebook and another set of pens. That said, these have come in handy just for life, not just for bullet journaling. So I think that this is a great thing to add to any office. Finally, another gift that I got from my husband during the holidays, my first set of Tombow brush pens. One thing I really liked about this is I saw someone refilling them with ink online. So, I mean, obviously the company doesn't tell you to do that, but I'm going to do more research because that would be a great way to continue to use these pens and reduce my weight. So we are losing light quickly here during winter time, and my little doggies are getting upset that I'm not paying attention to them. But yeah, that is how I'm hoping to plan my year, using my bullet journal and my Leuchtturm and all the supplies I showed you. Thanks so much, and I'm so glad to those of you who still have me in your subscription box. I am so glad to be there. Yeah, come along with me. Thanks so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.